Let's be honest. Watching the news lately feels like a masterclass in anxiety, but every so often a ray of good news breaks through, and today it's about science. Specifically, multiple sclerosis, or MS, a disease that's long been a source of fear and uncertainty. MS disrupts the central nervous system, turning your body's communication into a frustrating, glitchy mess. But here's the twist. MS is getting milder. Yes, you heard that right, milder. The monster under the bed is losing its teeth. Decades of global data show a real statistically significant trend. MS is less aggressive than it used to be. This isn't wishful thinking. It's the result of better treatments, smarter diagnostics, and maybe even some lifestyle changes. I know it sounds almost too good to be true, but stick with me. This is about the slow, steady triumph of medical progress. MS is no longer the guaranteed ticket to severe disability it once was. The story is changing, and it's worth celebrating. So what's behind this shift? Let's dig in. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you've got ideas or questions, drop them in the comments below. What does it mean for MS to get milder? It's not sending you flowers, but it is showing up in a less aggressive form. Doctors use the Expanded Disability Status Scale, or EDSS, to track MS progression, from 0, no symptoms, to 10, death from MS. In the past, a diagnosis often meant a steady, rapid climb up that scale. People diagnosed in the 1980s faced a high chance of needing a wheelchair within 15-20 years. But now, that's changing. Today's MS patients are taking much longer to reach severe disability milestones, if they reach them at all. The difference is dramatic. A diagnosis in 2025 is nothing like one in 1985. It's a shift from inevitable decline to a manageable, chronic condition. This isn't just a small improvement, it's a game changer for millions. The future for people with MS is looking brighter. So, how do we know this isn't just a fluke? Let's look at the numbers. The data is clear. MS is slowing down, and that changes everything. Let's see the proof. On to the studies. Time for the receipts. A massive Swedish study tracked thousands of MS patients over decades. The result? People diagnosed in the 21st century are taking so long to reach major disability milestones, researchers couldn't even calculate the median time. In the past, hitting a key disability score within 15 years was common. Now it's rare. Similar studies in Canada, Italy, and the US echo these findings. For example, a London, Ontario clinic found that patients diagnosed after 2004 had a 50% lower risk of severe disability than those diagnosed in the 1980s. That's not a rounding error, it's a revolution. Not only are treatments more effective, but people are presenting with less aggressive MS from the start. Fewer relapses, less inflammation, and a better starting point for treatment. The disease is showing up weaker, and we're fighting it harder. It's a rare win-win in chronic illness. So what's behind this shift? Let's get into the science. Why is MS getting milder? The biggest reason: treatment. Before the 1990s, doctors had almost nothing to fight MS. But since the first disease-modifying therapy, DMT, in 1993, the toolbox has exploded. Over 20 DMTs now exist. Starting treatment earlier is stopping MS before it can do major damage. But that's not all. Vitamin D might play a role. Higher levels are linked to lower risk and milder disease, and we're more aware of nutrition than ever. Smoking rates are down too, and smoking is a known MS risk factor. Fewer smokers means fewer severe cases. It's a combination of better medicine, smarter lifestyles, and public health wins. All these factors are teaming up against MS, but is that the whole story? Here's the twist. Maybe MS isn't getting milder, maybe we're just better at spotting it. In the past, only severe cases got diagnosed. Mild ones slipped by unnoticed. The MRI changed everything, letting doctors catch MS early, even before major symptoms. This means more mild cases are included in the stats, making the average look better. It's called the Will Rogers effect. By diagnosing more mild cases, the whole group looks healthier. So, is MS really milder, or are we just seeing more of the mild stuff? The answer? Probably both. Earlier diagnosis plays a role, but the impact of new treatments and lifestyle changes is real. MS is being hit from all sides, and it's losing ground. The trend is undeniable, so what does the future hold? The future for MS patients is brighter than ever. We're moving from managing decline to keeping people healthy for decades. An MS diagnosis is no longer a life sentence, it's a challenge, but a manageable one. Even more exciting, researchers are now working on therapies to repair nerve damage, not just stop it. Imagine restoring lost function. That's the next frontier. So, yes, there's real hope. If you found this uplifting, hit like and subscribe for more science news that doesn't make you want to hide under the bed. Got questions or ideas? Drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more stories that prove progress is possible. See you next time.